Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. In our previous video, we have discussed about iterative statements and what is the necessity of using iterative statements in the program. And also we have discussed one of the specific iterative statement which is of while loop. In this video, we will discuss about for loops and how this for loop works. So let's go ahead and see this for loop. So for loop works in a such a way that it will iterate through the sequence and get the elements in the sequence and perform any kind of operations in that sequence of elements. So let us go ahead and see with one example, and after that we will see the syntax of this for loop and we will see more example. I hope the structure makes you clear. So let us go ahead and see the example. Let's say I have the sequence maybe of even numbers. Even numbers is a list that I am having. In my even numbers list, I am having 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. These are the numbers that I am having in my even numbers list. So what I wanted to do using this for loop is that I wanted to go through each of these elements. So for element, let's say I will consider it as even in even numbers. So I wanted to go through each of these even elements and I wanted to change these even elements as odd elements. How I can do that? I will add 1 to each of these elements. Those elements will become odd elements, right? I hope that makes sense. So now I am printing. I am just printing. I am not doing the operation even plus 1. So that is what I am doing. If I just execute this, I am getting all the values, odd values, because I am converting these even values as odd values by adding 1 to it. Initially, I am having 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. By doing this operation, I am printing the value as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I hope by this you can able to understand this for loop. At last, if I print something as loop is completed, if I print something as loop is completed, it will print after iterating through each values and the outer loop will be executed, outer value of loop will be executed. So I hope this makes you clear. So let us go ahead and understand the syntax for it. So I hope you have understood the syntax by this example itself, but still I will make you to understand the syntax as well. So I am using for. For is a keyword that is present in the Python. So what the syntax here is that it will extract the elements, it will get the elements that is present in the sequence, or you can consider it as collection. We have ordered collection and unordered collections, right? So it will get the elements from the sequence. It is a membership operator. It will find and get the elements only present in the sequence, and we will be executing this block of code. In this block of code, we can perform any kind of operations on these elements that what we are getting from the sequence. I hope this syntax also makes you clear. So let's go ahead and understand through some of the collections that we are having in Python, such as string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. We have completed the list here. So let's go ahead and see other collections as well. So I am having, let's say, string. The string is subscribe. So I wanted to use this for loop to and get the each and every character in this string. So because of that reason, I am using for character char. I am using the variable name as char string string, and I don't want to do anything. I am just printing the values such as characters. So you can see I can able to iterate all of these elements and I can able to print these characters in this sequence, right, in this collection. So let's go ahead and see the example with tuple. So in my tuple, I am let's take the same example here and convert this list into tuple and iterate through the tuple. So I am taking the tuple. I will consider it as even tuple, and here also I will iterate through each and every element. I will convert this even tuple even values to odd values. So because of that reason, for element in even tuple, and I will just print this element plus 1 so that I am getting the odd values. Let us go and see with the set. Set is another collections, right? But still the same concept works in set also. So I am taking these same values again, and I will convert this list into set, and I will name this as even set is equal to this one, and I will iterate through each and every element. I will just make the element as ELE in even set, and I am just printing element plus 1. So I can able to get all the values here as well. So next is very important. We are dealing with the dictionary. Dictionary is not follow this kind of an order. Dictionary having the key value pairs. So in such case, how does this works? So I want you to pay full of your attention here. So I will be considering a dictionary such as, let's take my dict is equal to, I am taking the values as 1 keys. These are all considered as keys. I am taking 1 as 1. I am taking 2 as 2. I am taking 3, the value as 3. So 3. So now I wanted to go through each and every element and find the and print the result. So for that, what I can do, I can per value in my dict. I am just printing the value, no big deal, nothing else. So if I print, I am getting only these 1, 2, 3, which are of keys, right? These are all the keys that I am having in this dictionary. But what if I wanted to print the value? So to get the value of a dictionary, we have a method called values. If I use this method, I can able to get the values. So you can see the output as I am getting the values as the result. So you can actually get the keys only by mentioning keys here. So by default, it will give keys. You can mention keys also. If you wanted to if you want values, you can mention values. But what if you want both key value pair? In such case, we have one more method called items. When you give items, it will give key value pairs as a tuple. So by this, we can actually print keys, values, and key value pairs. That's it for this video. In this video, we have discussed about for loops and how we can iterate through the sequence and get the elements and perform any kind of operations in those elements. In coming videos, we will discuss some of the problems that we can actually solve by using this for loop and while loop. In such way, we understand this for loops and while loops more better. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.